Yeah, thank you, Chairman. Ms. Smetanka, I wanted to just start with you. Uh, you mentioned the long-term care ombudsman program. I was wondering if you can go into some greater detail because it's a program that I don't think as many people know about, and it's from what you were saying earlier. Seems like it provides a lot of very useful tools to be able to address. Would you mind kind of explaining that a little bit further?
Absolutely. The long-term care ombudsman program is really a critical advocate for people that receive long-term care and services. They are the only mandated advocacy organization that is specifically required to advocate for people in long-term care facilities, but they do, and in that vein, they respond to complaints, they provide education to staff and to residents, they help empower residents, they also are there to kind of look at the conditions in a facility and really help to stop problems from growing bigger. They help, to address issues on the ground and often when they're small before they even get bigger. So the ombudsman really is one who's advocating on behalf of the individual in the facility and really helping them to be empowered and get the best quality care possible.
How do we try to ensure that older Americans are aware of this program and other programs and resources that are available to them? What are some of the best practices out there to be able to help get that out there?
So a lot of the ombudsman programs, they exist in every state and community. They are really tied into the state aging and disability networks. Many of them are housed in state units on aging and in area agencies on aging. And they're part of the elder justice system, as we've been talking about today. They're part of multidisciplinary teams. So we really do need to be looking at how we can best use the networks and the systems that we have to educate about the different programs and the resources that are available and how they can best help people who are receiving services and help support them.
And within that umbrella of different services and programs available especially through the Administration for Community Living, the ACL, I guess I just want to get a sense from you how important it is to maintain ACL as a standalone agency. What would be the risks if we see some of that be weakened or see some of these efforts absorbed into other departments?
Mm-hmm. So when the Administration for Community Living was established about a dozen years ago, it really became the hub or the center for the programs that are focused on aging and disability and really helped coordinate services. It helped the collaborative efforts that were happening between and among the different agencies and helped foster that collaboration so that the programs could work most efficiently and most effectively on behalf of the people that need services. That really continues to be needed, particularly in a time where we're looking at an aging population. We really need focus on and the supports that are being provided for older people, for people with disabilities, and the Administration for Community Living really does that. It enhances it. We're really concerned that if the ACL is dismantled, that it will get lost in the shuffle of a bigger agency, and that the needs of people who are older and disabled will not get the attention that it needs.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Bunn, I would like to talk to you about an issue. This is something that kind of came up at a town hall that I did. A constituent was raising an issue about her brother who was in a group home. Now, this was about people with disabilities, but we know that there are parallels between some of the issues of abuse with people with disabilities as well as with elder care. But it was an issue about the gaps in terms of legal justice remedies on that front. So I guess I just want to ask you if you could talk more about current elder justice laws and where they might fall short in terms of being able to provide protections and the impact that would have on the ability to hold perpetrators of elder abuse accountable.
Sure, I really appreciate the question. So I think one thing that's really important is providing, whether it be in current statutes that are available or future ones that are discussed, providing flexibility to account for emerging and evolving technology. We know that it evolves at a very rapid rate, and so to be able to keep up with that, we need to provide flexibility so that as those trends and emerging threats are there, law enforcement, other stakeholders are able to take advantage of statutes that exist. A comment was made about sort of thresholds and federal versus local jurisdictions. I think, again, going back to the collaboration among federal, state, and local partners, then will allow not only state-level statutes, but federal statutes to be leveraged in a way that may not otherwise be thought of. I also think, too, from the gaps, obviously ensuring that resources are available, that's a financial component of it. But making sure that there are the tools, whether we talk about aggregation of instances that may occur where somebody is victimizing multiple people, say in a guardianship situation, or that we're allowing for the reporting in a way, standardized, centralized reporting. We've all talked about how underreporting is a prevalent factor in these cases. And so are we doing all that we can do to make sure that we're facilitating the ease of reporting in order to capture the problem, provide adequate resources, and address the tools that are necessary to fill the gaps?
Great, thank you. And with that, I yield back, Chairman.